Coach, appreciate your time. When you were putting this team together in the preseason, did you see 13-0 and getting to this point?
Well, you kind of always think it, but 13-0, it's kind of hard to do. We've been, I've had, I think it's my fifth or sixth time that we've been undefeated, and the whole time I've been coaching, and just to go 10-0 is pretty daggone good, but to go 13-0, I've been 13-1 a few times, but never 14-0 or 13-0.
What areas of your team kind of improved maybe more than you expected? Where did you get more contributions from than you planned?
Offensively, we definitely got a lot better. We, run and pass, rather than being a one-way, run the football, pass the football. We really balanced, but defensively, we've got a lot better. I think that's probably the most improved, and we had so many guys last year. We had a bunch of good football players last year, and they graduated. And to come back and do what we couldn't do last year, it's pretty special.
The play that you get out of the quarterback position with Dylan, what does he provide? And, I'm sure you've coached a lot of good ones. Is he right up there with one of the best?
He's probably the best one I've coached as far as quarterbacks. And like we have had some good ones. But, we've had the guys that can run or the guys that can pass. And this kid can do everything. He plays defense. He punts. He's a punt returner. He can play anywhere out there and play back any position. And that's what makes him kind of special. And I just like his toughness. He's a tough kid. He gets whacked and everybody trying to whack him. And he just get right back up and dust it off. And, I like that toughness about him.
You've got
you mentioned the running game. Jeremy has kind of come on and has emerged as Kennedy candidate. Joe still kind of maybe flying under the radar a little bit, but he's especially in the postseason, he's proven to be
in the big games. In the big games, he's played well, and a lot of times during the season you get going, and Coach Fields does an excellent job with their offense game plan, and it's just whatever's working is what we're gonna do, and but man, he can. He'll make you fall asleep sometimes, and there he goes. And he can run like a deer. That's another big positive for him. And anytime you got a 6'5" quarterback, the screen passes are easy to throw. We went from a 5'5" to a 6'5". Both of them was good players, but I like that 6'5" guy pretty good.
You've gotten 2 live looks at Fairmont Senior in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What stands out, particularly with what they do with their quarterback?
They're a lot like us. Abbott does he took the game over the other night up there, and I knew he was going to get that football. He would have got it. He would have got it from me. I know that especially his dad's real proud of him, and he actually a real good kid. And we have faced some pretty good quarterbacks here, especially during the playoffs and during the season. And I think you got a game plan for him because he can beat you with his arm and his feet.
Defensively, what stands out about Fairmont?
Him at the inside linebacker. Anytime you can take a center and make him quarterback. Only time I've ever seen that done was back in the day at Mate when we took one from from quarterback to center, but never from center to quarterback. But he just, and they got those steel kids who are big and tough and occupy the space in there, and they're just tough to run on, tough to pass on. They got good athletes too. It's going to be a good football game. I can tell you.
Coach, it made one for a number of years, and then the consolidation happens. I'm sure it was difficult at the time, but now that you see everything that you have at Mingo with great facilities and great communities to pull from, what's that been like transitioning?
Well, it was tough at first, man. It really was because we were everybody was so big rivals. You got 4 schools, and you ain't 12 miles apart from none of them, and then you bring those kids in. And when we first started there, we was like gypsies, man. We'd load up and go here and practice, and go there and practice. And we was lucky that Mr. Harless built that football stadium, and we're very fortunate. And the people just don't realize how fortunate that our kids are when you go off and play at other places, and and everything you got real nice, and you go in places where you know, you don't want to put your feet down, you know, and that's important to me. It's important to our football program, and you know, something really to be proud about.
If you're going to write a script as far as a coaching career goes, probably when a coach, you know, your last game to be, you know, a game of this magnitude, I'm sure it's going to be emotional when you get there, but you still have to keep the focus on these kids and not let the focus be on you.
Oh, it's never been on me. Never. People like to think it is, but I ain't never been that way, you know. Never.